Yo, halo halo yang baru datang. Welcome welcome.
Lock the sea ready to make adjustment. Master, your wardrobe includes the garb of the and I'm that a royal seamster would do the just wait, master. Is that a gift for my undeserving self? Thank you kindly. But what on earth could it... Amazing! The spectacular... Are you certain that... Have faith in... I'll polish my craft enough that I deserve this golden gift. I'll be the golden seamster, Bok. Now I'll be able to sew anything. Even the threads of the demigods. Do you think that Mum would be pleased if she knew that I'm as good as any royal seamster now? Oh, I need to learn how to sew from scratch. Oh, please. Bok is ready to make... Oh, please.
Make chaos.
They're special grapes which only grows without honey. Oh, a fingerprint grape. Tried and true. What a wondrous thing. A finger... Thank you. May the blessing of the finger... Thank you, I'm sure.
Why don't I return it to him for you? Good work bringing this to me.
Finally, it is returned to its rightful place, the stolen hallowbrand of the exalted noble. And now, I must bid you goodbye as well, though I ask you deliver this message to the Round Table Hold. I am Via, deathbed companion, hark Round Table. Disturb not the death of Godwin. We who live in waiting to one day welcome our Lord. What right does anyone have to object? Our Lord will rise, the Lord of the many and the meek.
And the meek. Ngilang nih. Awalnya keren sih. Tapi gue gak suka bagian badannya. Ya, no. Ini oke. Huh. Karena kita unlock jalan ke sana, ke Raya Lekaria. Raya Lekaria. Wah, kambing.
waiting for you. I knew you had the stuff of which I hereby invite you to the vault. Take my hand and give me your hand. I will pray, but you follow.
Brave tarnished. Welcome to the... I am Tanith, the proprietress of this house. Rias, a warrior of promise. Perhaps you are prepared. Will you join us here at the volcano? Why accept the burden of their grace, or be fooled by the dogmatic rumblings of the finger? Rise with us. Interesting. Now you belong to the volcano. The drawing room lies down the hall, but be sure to... The drawing room is... Use the key.
Someone please kill him. That horrendous serpent. Praetor Rykard. Here to put the demigods to the sword. Then please, the one that devoured. I left the serpent slaying spear-worthy tarnished, the great serpent. Praetor Rykard's ambitions, though blasphemous, but they were reduced to gluttonous depravity once he gave himself to the serpent. Whatever that thing is, it is no longer Praetor Rykard. Someone must kill him to spare him and his ambitions from further dishonor.
You, what in heaven's name are you doing here? The volcano manor is a pit of recusants who spit at grace. I hope you understand the weight of my words.
Well, as long as you understand.
I thought you were tarnished, bred by virtue. Perhaps playing that part led you to your doubts, I wonder. But know that the path you walk is blasphemy and
consider hunting any of your own this blasphemous before you can...
Ah. Oh, it's you, is it? Well, nice to see you've been invited as then we're comrades in arms henceforth. You watch my back, and I'll watch yours. Yes? I can tell. Well, you see, after much internal debate, I've come to realise revenge is not the answer. According to Lady Tanith, I've got the stuff of champions. And champions, ironic as it is, are oft forced to walk a tainted path. It hit me like a bolt from the blue, that my former thoughts were simple, naive, of course. My heart weeps for Lanya. That unfortunate incident was a cruel twist of fate indeed. But succumbing to the pain and sadness caused, well, Lanya knows this, I'm certain. Fate has laid hard wood, such is true of any road trod by champions.
Hello again. As a scout under Lady Tanith. Brave Tanith under Lady...
Oh, mati gue. Oh.
think you had it in you. And here I thought Raya was barking up the wrong... All good though. We're on the same side now. We'll do good work. Oh, and of course, Catch's Emporium at the Volcano Manor. Are you surprised that I belong? I always hated the gibberish about lost grace and the laughable two fingers. I thought I could lend a hand enough. Not to mention, Tanya's her master must really be something. But she's pretty damn, even after announcing her blasphemous and I've never seen a woman quite like her. Cheers for that.
Oh.
Spoken echoes of Queen, shall I share them? In Marika's own words, the Erd tree governs all. Become one with the to wallow at the fringes, a powerless upstart. The Erd tree is close. Only a little further till the foot of the Erd tree. It takes me back. I was born at the foot of the Erd tree. Her mother gave me my though now, the reason for which I live, burned and bodiless. Shall I turn your wounds to strength? Let my hand rest upon, share them with me. Oh, hello again. Something about this place, so I decided to, but I've only found emptiness. Perhaps before my departure. Well, I must focus on my journey. I must stay strong. Well, I must. Well, I must focus. I must.
Thank you kindly for giving the needle to Mills. And Esther, you've been as thanks are the lost sorceries. Oh, indeed, Millicent. It seems the memory's eaten away by the rotting sickness, yet, however, she has no need of. No. She must embark on her journey. As I've aged, I've found the best way to aid the young is to be forgotten.
start again. In truth, it's been smooth sailing for me. The scarlet rot has stilled since last we met. As such, I've been able to continue my journey. Though rather vexingly, I realized that if I still had my sword arm, I could have aided you in battle. Now I'm tracing after unleashing. I think she's in the lands that now she's passed it.
timingnya. Nggak pakai. Spells and skills.
Your seamster, Bok. I see him crying from time to time. I think he misses his mother. He wants someone to tell him he's beautiful. Does being born of a mother mean one behaves in such a manner?
Bok the seamster, I'm ready to make a... Master, would you mind if I called you Lord? I heard that you and the other tarnished seek the throne of the Elden Lord. Well, I know that you will be the one. And so please, if you would, allow me to call you Lord. You don't say. Thank you. Thank you. My lord, my lord, my lord. Please become, and please let I, Bok the seamster, remain at your side. Going already, please.
You're to the east. Wherever the path is a curse.
Oh, dear. You might... Are you here as a cousin? I'm afraid I'm very...
I've decided to leave the round table hall. As I mentioned, I'm off in search of them. You may not need if there's any... May the golden...
Journey to the capital, where two finger you may be. So, Godric might be in the blood of Godfrey, first Elden. His castle lies upon that, I suspect you know that. General Radar, he fought Melania and Hera, and now Caled has been engulfed by the Scarlet Rot. Even a pro, I've heard, survivors of Radan's army, and if it's so, I doubt he much was it.
Bawa kalau mau. Udah nggak pakai lagi.
Have you ever felt the curse? With ox upon life itself? Apparently not. You are but a lamb, a stranger to defilement, ignorant. You no longer interest. I've been long without peace. Are you thankful of the hold that is all that keeps your death and if...
Greetings. Are you here for spirit? I need to warn you, about a little while ago, someone started lurking in the wing on the opposites, and I can hear the howling and wailing of a plethora of... Can't even imagine. Not even the grafting caused it. You should keep your distance. I know you're... I can hear it from across the...
Yo, what's up? What else should I have today?
Greetings, are you here for...
obviously knew it's bad, but it's like, not only is like everyone that sees these episodes gonna be like, god dang, and then it's why everybody that knows him, like just blacklisted across the board.
Yeah.
Like imagine this dude being like a cousin, and you see him on here, and you're just like, no, I do not know him.
Cody who?
At all. Ooh. You want a job? Ooh. Well, you see. Yeah, I'm just thinking about like the fallout, like the simple thing of he's just going to have sex, and his newlywed wife is going to hear about this, and they're going to call her, and she's like, what the?
That baffles me. You know what I mean? Like newlywed wife. That doesn't get cut off until at least a couple of years in, you know? Like
it's the roids, those biceps didn't come out of nowhere. He's just got so much juice in him right now. He doesn't know what to do with himself. I don't know. I suppose it's just like a fantasy for some people, some guys or whatever. Like, oh yeah, give me a side piece on the way back to work or something, or maybe he wants to do it like once a week because that's like the one day out of the week that she's not home or something. Like maybe she's like a traveling nurse or something. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what the situation is? But either way, it just leaves you going, huh?
Right.
Why?
Sheriff, this guy Cody, 30 years old, it appears, from what we know now, he got married just a week ago.
Still serious, which means M Moon. That is so cool.
M Moon.
I would change my first name to Mount Moon.
Probably Major.
Major Moon. Isn't it Mount Moon Pokemon? Anyway.
It's a sequel. You got answers to those questions?
I don't. I'm stuck, Sheriff.
And bothers me.
For 21 years.
The thing that the craziest thing to me is still that they're still like Chris Hansen's still able to do this show and successfully catch people.
Yeah.
Like they've had to change their tactics a little bit, but still same thing, right? And then whenever he was here, we were like talking about like how many episodes they have, and how they have like because we were like, oh yeah, Chris started doing this recently. They have they've caught like over 100 dudes just on the show, like the ones they've shown, and I'm sure there's some that they like either can't share or whatever. There's probably more, and it's just like, good lord. The fact that this exists,
so many.
The fact that this exists should be like a massive deterrent. I mean, aside from the fact that it's wrong, that don't stop anybody apparently.
21 years of just nonstop catching scumbags, and it doesn't slow down. We have way too many scumbags.
We've seen some of these episodes, like some of the older ones, where they go to weekend jail, like they get caught.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Oh, here's some community service for trying to bring a lady's wife. Luckily, she wasn't real, and Chris Hansen was there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Anyway, yeah, that one's we were in it. We were there.
That's right.
Yeah. Got him. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday. Thanks, my friends, and see you next time. Bye-bye.
It's a sequel. I think there was a plane. How dare airplanes interrupt my recordings? Don't they know who I am? Don't they know I read minds professionally? How dare they, plane? Well, good evening, laddies, lasses, and lazzles. Welcome to the clip. You smell absolutely astounding today. And don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. And if they do tell you otherwise, let me know who they are, and I will aggressively smell them back. Oh yes, indeed, as they establish... Oh, God. I got something in my mouth. Is that how you flirt with people and wink? You're like, I got something in my eye. Do you find this enticing and flirtatious, dear human? Botched intros aside, have you heard of a subreddit called r/drew off my chest? It is a very juicy subreddit full of secrets, stories, confessions, drama, and all the kind of juicy stuff I just enjoy dissecting with you all. So welcome to this beautiful video. Just sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and feel your sweet buttocks grow. I could definitely see that being a crappy YouTube sponsor. Buy this powder for ass growth. Link the click in the description for 10% off. God. The cereal is loud as you're naked. That is, that's a pretty wild title. Yesterday, my 6-year partner 49M and I, 46F, had an argument about a relationship-related thing. He involved his friend, who did not opt out, and then he called me crazy. Said friend comes over this morning. Partner and I are still in bed, and we sleep nude. Partner gets around. They're both in the living room watching TV. I laid in bed for a bit, but got hungry. Then, still naked, walked out of the bedroom, down the hall, past the wide living room doorway, to the kitchen. I asked if they had breakfast yet and poured myself a bowl of cereal. Grabbed a towel, walked into the living room, laid the towel down on the couch, sat and started eating what seemed like the crunchiest, loudest frosted flakes ever made. My partner asked what I'm doing. I tell him eating breakfast. He clarifies with the naked part. I remind him that I was crazy and asked if he had any other friends he wanted to involve in our relationship. Silence. I ate a few more spoonfuls of cereal and slurped some milk. Intentionally loudly this time. Did you also make like uncomfortable eye contact with the friend? Just sitting on the couch, just completely traumatized, just in the nude, just like a little nude Saturday morning gremlin. But then I stood up, made a comment about it being cold, and went back into the bedroom. A couple hours later, no one has mentioned it, and I still feel pretty good about it. This is some r/traumatized them back. What on earth did I feel pretty good back into the bedroom? A couple hours later, no one has mentioned it, and I still feel pretty good about it. This is some r/traumatized them back. What on earth did I read? I'm not entirely sure what I just read, but I kind of like it, and the message introduced me to is absolutely adorable. This is a very similar vibe to the thing I usually say, like, in the future when I have kids, I'm not going to punish them if they do something bad. I'm just going to threaten to cringe them out in front of their friends. And to me, if you don't stop misbehaving, I'm not going to ground you or remove your allowance or something like that. I'm just going to confidently slap in front of your friends. It has a very similar vibe to this. Every time you involve someone else in our relationship, I'm just going to do this. r/true off my chest. I tricked my wife into a healthier lifestyle so I could have more frequent naughties. What? My wife and I used to have naughties frequently, but over time her libido just died. Coincidentally, it happened as she gained some weight. I didn't really care about the weight gain, she still looked cute while a bit chubby. That being said, I wanted to do it more. I'd heard that libido is partially tied to one's physical and mental health. I figured I would kill a few birds with one stone by helping her lose weight and gain confidence and hopefully get laid more over it. Small things. Anytime she asked me to bring her a soda or something, I would grab a diet version and pour it into a cup for her instead of handing her the can. Buying less garbage food to snack on, suggesting we take dates at places where lots of walking is required. Slowly these things managed to add up and she dropped notable weight. From there, I complimented her more and more, which I always did anyway, just more than usual, and it seemed to inspire her to lose weight on her own merit. Eventually, I started to see not just her figure returning, but her drive to go back to college and whatnot, which I have been encouraging. Sure, I may be a butthole for tricking her for such a reason, but whatever. I'm just glad things are not just back to normal, /true off my chest. I tricked my wife into a healthier lifestyle so I could have more frequent naughties. What? My wife and I used to have naughties frequently, but over time her libido just died. Coincidentally, it happened as she gained some weight. I didn't really care about the weight gain, she still looked cute while a bit chubby. That being said, I wanted to do it more. I'd heard that libido is partially tied to one's physical and mental health. I figured I would kill a few birds with one stone, help her lose weight, and gain confidence and hopefully get laid more over it. Small things. Anytime she asked me to bring her a soda or something, I would grab a diet version and pour it into a cup for her instead of handing her the can. Buying less garbage food to snack on, suggesting we take dates at places where lots of walking is required. Slowly these things managed to add up and she dropped notable weight. From there, I complimented her more and more, which I always did anyway, just more than usual, and it seemed to inspire her to lose weight on her own merit. Eventually, I started to see not just her libido returning, but her drive to go back to college and whatnot, which has been encouraging. Sure, I may be a butthole for tricking her for such a reason, but whatever. I'm just glad things are not just back to normal, but even better than prior. Her physical and mental health hasn't been this good in ages. And yes, I got what I initially craved. Are we sure she didn't trick you? More dates and compliments and all she had to do is drink diet soda? I am looking forward to next week when there's an identical post, but from like the other direction. Hey everyone, it's super obvious. My husband is trying to get me to move more, but he's also buying me more cool stuff, and we're going on 3 times as many dates as possible. So I'm just gonna play stupid and play along because this is amazing. This is like wholesome trickery from both parties. Hell yeah. Online, I often see debates regarding like health and moving and weight and that kind of stuff, and oftentimes it ties into these wild arguments where people go on tangents about like, you should bully people because then they'll be motivated to do better and look better, which is absolutely insane. When I hear people like, oh, genuinely concerned and want people to move more and feel better, this is sort of what I picture when you like do things together in a nice and encouraging way. You actually make effort to make good food together, that kind of stuff. This is like the wholesome vibe that I think that should be, but it very often isn't. My GF came out as lesbian before our marriage, and no one gives a frick about me. You know what? F you all. Me and my ex have been together for 7 years, and I knew that she was bisexual by the beginning, and she openly told me about her past relationships with girls. But I never cared, because it wasn't a problem at all. We just never had any big fights or arguments, but just small things, and we always sorted out everything. So after 7 years of this relationship, I decided that it was the right moment to pop the big lesbian, because we were deeply in love, financially stable, and already living together. So for me, it was the right time. I prepared everything to make it as romantic and unique as I could. And when I popped the final question, she hesitated, but then said yes. Here is where the problem started, because I didn't understand why the hesitation was there. And I asked her, but she only replied, I was nervous. So we told her parents this. Mine died when I was 20, and my little sister when she was 17 in a car accident. And our friends, but even here some things were off because her parents were faking to be happy. And I didn't understand why, while our friends were super happy and were already telling us ideas for the wedding. 4 months passed, and we were planning our wedding when the day came up. I came back home from work, and she was waiting for me with our bags ready. And I asked her what was going on. She told me, listen, I know that this is going to be hard for you, but I'm not bi, I am lesbian. My parents knew this since 2 years ago, and this is why they weren't happy and were faking it. Please, I beg you to not make it difficult and just let me leave. Don't cry, don't beg me, and don't leave. Let's just let this go like adults. And then she drove away. I was standing there on my feet for like 1 hour in shock, because I couldn't believe it. We passed by getting married to death, coming out like a heartless and cold girl that I couldn't recognize. I mean, that doesn't sound like dealing with it as adults. Like, everyone should be happy, everyone should be allowed to be who they are, but this just sounds like someone is stringing the other person along because they can't be honest with them. Like, the parents knew since 2 years ago, and you still agreed to a wedding, strung them along for like 3 months. Like, fam, I'm all for people being able to come out, be who they are. Everyone should be genuinely happy, and if this is the case, it doesn't sound like this would have been a happy marriage anyway. So you shouldn't force it, and you shouldn't force people to do it or anything like that, but don't string people along. This is bad. The worst thing is now, because 3 months passed since that day, I canceled the wedding. I mean, that makes sense. It's difficult to have a wedding alone, I suppose. And literally no one ever texted me or called me asking how it was. If I was fine, if I needed something, just nothing. Not her parents, not her. She blocked me that day. And not even our friends. I imagine it's more difficult as well because this person mentioned that their parents have passed away, as well as their sister. So I'm assuming their own core family is very small, or they're completely alone by themselves. So having something like this happen, like your life partner and their family suddenly janked away from you when you're literally 1 month away from getting married, that must be really difficult. That's like your new core family, just like zip, gone in the blink of an eye. No one gives a frick about me at all. In these 3 months, I was hospitalized 3 times because I lost weight, 15 kilograms, and had insomnia. I just work and come home, nothing else. While everyone is praising her for coming out, how good she is to finally realize she was lesbian, and her courage to be herself after years of fighting to find her true identity. Right now, I'm not even capable of being mad, I'm just in disbelief for what happened, how fast it all happened, and that no one gives a frick about me because her coming out is more important than her. You know what? Frick them all! They showed me their true colors, and frick my ex! It's a very venti post, that's for sure, that's also kind of the point of the subreddit. But this is such a difficult situation because it's 2 people that are obviously not compatible, but where the mistake happens is that one of the people who knew that they weren't compatible strung the other one along for way too long. They should still be able to be who they are and all that kind of stuff, and they're coming out to support them and make sure that their friends and stuff don't love them less because of who they like and their preference and that kind of stuff. But that doesn't give you a reason to string someone else along for that long. It just sounds kind of cowardice and sad in a way, because it's someone else's life too, especially if you're in the process of literally planning a wedding. Like, my god, fam. And there are a couple of edits to the stories I see, where they're like very happy about some of the support in the comments, but also talking about some more sensitive topics. I'm sure you want to get into YouTube. She did not solve her problems like an adult. She avoided it and then ran away like a little child. Deplorable. I know I gawked when she suggested they behave like adults, as if she was behaving like an adult. I would have had some choice words. But it's also so weird that neither her nor the parents said anything. So they were just sitting there for 2 years, and then she also said yes to the wedding question. It just sounds like she was worried about moving away from the relationship or breaking it off or something like that, but then dragging it along until the very, very last minute. I mean, we don't have all the context in the story, of course. It's always just one side. But it doesn't sound that great. It's okay that people are compatible. That's something important to accept in life. Sometimes you will end up with a partner that is genuinely a good person, but later on the line you might realize that you're not compatible. And that's okay. Not every breakup happens because someone is genuinely evil or, something dramatic happens. That's not always the case. But don't string people along, I suppose, is a good takeaway. I found a second phone that my husband used to cheat on me with, and now he is panicking. Oh my god, these are some juicy titles. I don't have to drink water today because I get enough hydration from the pure juice of the subreddit. The beauty of water and something and that word looks there, but it around you because of one that's difficult good and that no unless almost like their sister or daughter. I'm back shooting too fast and coming up specific years to know me. I'm super parent that will like what takes from live to real. All together is a friction. My GF came out as lesbian before our marriage.
Skoliosis.
Because there is no way he would cheat on me. So So I called my friend and told her what I saw, and she basically told me I needed to find the phone to confirm cheating first. I looked for it all over the house for days and couldn't find it, so I knew he must have it on him. I waited for him to go to sleep and searched his car, and I found the phone. His passcode was the same passcode on his regular phone, and I found everything.
That is so stupid. If you're gonna hide something like that, at least mix up the passwords. Like, I mean, I suppose at least when people cheat, they're dumb about it. You know, if you're gonna do something silly, I suppose get caught is the decent thing to do. Jesus Christ, man.
Text messages, pictures of her, pictures of them together, them saying I love you. She sends him a good morning video message every morning, and he has kept every one. I was heartbroken and cried the whole night. My friend told me to take the phone, turn all the location trackers off, and then turn it off. The morning he left, he was 30 minutes late for work because he was looking for it but couldn't ask me because he would have to reveal he had another phone. I kept asking him what he was looking for, and he said a file for work. He eventually left. I went to a park with my friend when he left and turned the phone on and put it on airplane mode and proceeded to go through everything.
This is some detective work stuff, like turning off the tracking, airplane mode, that kind of stuff, making sure he leaves first and doesn't know where it is, and you also know he can't ask about it. Oh my god, this is something out of like a reality show. Oh, the juice.
Our whole marriage is a lie. He has pretended that he cares about me, that he loves me while building a relationship with this other woman who knows he is married.
Oh no, that's so bad. That is so bad.
I can't even describe how I felt when I found everything out. I still haven't confronted him about it, and that's because I'm planning to leave in a few months. There is a benefit to being married to him that I would lose if I filed for divorce now, but I won't need that benefit anymore in a couple months. He knows something is up because I put the phone back 4 days later underneath his car seat. The same seat he checked more than a few times when he was looking for it.
Oh my god, let the mind games begin.
I even charged the phone back to the same percentage that I found it at. I got the idea from my friend.
That is also so juicy because in 4 days you know that it would be pretty blended, but it's still the same percentage. So he knows that she found the phone, but he can't confront her about it in like his hopes that she wasn't able to unlock it or like think it's a friend's phone or something like that. So oh my god, imagine that turmoil. So he's sitting there, hyper paranoid about her knowing, but can't actually ask. And she already knows and is already planning the divorce strategy. Oh my god, man.
The day he found the phone, he came into the house and hovered over me the whole night, and he was just really quiet. He hasn't asked me about it, and I think he knows, but asking would lead to more questions. These past 3 months, my behavior changed, and we haven't been intimate since I found out. I have rejected every advance. And he is panicking to the point when I checked the account in the first month, the third phone line had been removed. He also changed the password a few days later. He keeps asking me what's wrong, and I say nothing. He never goes anywhere now, and if he isn't at work, he's at home trying to spend time with me. He has recommended couples therapy because in his word, something has changed, and I said we don't need it. To be honest, I'm finding a weird joy in seeing him panic because he ended our marriage, and I think he should suffer through worrying until I leave him.
Oh my god, that is kind of embarrassing. Like he's still not owning up to it and like removing the phone, trying to like patch up the trails even though she already found it. And oh my god, that's so crazy. Edit. I have everything. My friend was able to show me how to get all the texts, video messages, pictures of them together. I only took the ones when they were not nude. They were the nude phone. Oh my god. You have a third phone. A third secret phone for cheating that has the same password as your main phone and loaded with nude photos of the person you're cheating. Oh my god. I mean, in one way, it's good that they're getting caught, right? That's some kind of karma stuff. But you know, it's always like, it's so stupid. The whole thing is stupid. Why do this in the first place and like uproot your entire life? But then you're also really dumb about it. Jesus Christ, like double stupid. Come on. I only took the ones when they were not nude, because my friend said that taking nude pics of a person who hadn't given them to you could be an issue later on. I also got the phone account usage before he locked me out of the account. She is keeping everything for me. In fact, it was her idea to let him panic. Hey! I also had an STD test. I'm on his insurance, so I paid for it out of pocket, and I am fine. This friend, though, this friend is some like master detective. God damn. Can we talk about her friend? That's some detective type ideas to turn off the location tracker, put it in airplane mode, her questions. I wouldn't be surprised if she made a backup of the phone and all. It sounds absolutely awful, but I hope this person is healed properly after this relationship, because stuff like this can also be
know her to become paranoid about her future partner's cheating as well, because it hurts so much. And stuff like this can really mess with you, so I hope you're doing okay. The story is really, really well put together. It's like something out of a proper reality show, but I do hope you're fine, because that happens to be this update. My GF came out as lesbian before our marriage, and no one gives a frick about me. This is like the update to that story. Alright, let's see. So here we go again, like in GTA San Andreas. But this time, it's more painful and shocking at the same time. Because today and yesterday night, a lot of things happened. Like some of you folks said, somehow one of my ex-friends saw my post on TikTok, and an absolute mess started. So we don't know. This ex-friend, I will call him Paul, reached out to me and basically told me that he saw the post and knew that it was me because I used my ex's real name, D. Ooh, okay, we're gonna censor that out because now we know it's a real name. And was shocked to know what really happened. Apparently, he told my ex-friends that he came out to me as a lesbian, and I tried to lay hands on her and threatened her. Oh my, okay, this is getting really juicy. And she told them not to contact me again. They all believed her, but then when they saw my post, they all started pressuring her if my post was saying the truth or not. And she admitted the lie. Why would she lie? Oh my god, okay, wait a second. So this person was not only stringing along their ex, when they had active marriage plans, and they didn't tell them their preference for 2 entire years, and neither did the family, and once they finally do it, and leave them just standing there flabbergasted, they also have the audacity to run a slander campaign telling them that this person is
susah kali lah sih guys. Capek gue.
Literally abusive. Okay, any kind of like empathy I had for this person is gone.